Right now, we would like to invite Mr. Ed Nair, Editor at Large, DataQuest. On the stage, he will be briefing you about the DQ Live conference and set the tone for the event. So please get your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as Mr. Ed Nair joins us on stage.
Thanks, Everest. Everyone. Thank you, everybody, for coming. A warm welcome from my side. This is a warm and sultry morning in Mumbai today. Not raining, but threatening to rain. At least that's what was 2 hours back. So it's a great pleasure for us. My name is Ed Nair. I'm the editor at large at DataQuest. It's a great pleasure to host the 4th edition of DQ Live. DQ Live is a conference that is a conference meant for CIOs, but the difference between other CIO conferences and DQ Live is that DQ Live focuses on the business aspect of technology. So it's a business technology conference. It's not a conference about the deep dives into technology, about load balancing and server management and data center management and stuff like that. We might look at these topics, but then we will take it up from the flavor and angle of what is the business value in doing so. Digital enterprise, digital IT, digital technology, this has been the flavor in the world of IT for the last 2 years. And we ourselves have done loads of events on this topic. And as it happens in IT, I've seen this evolution of IT for about 25 years. There are technologies and buzzwords that come up every 2 or 3 years. And conferences feed into those buzzwords till such time that the steam out of those buzzwords goes away. Either the technology dies out, or then the technology becomes so mainstream that one really does not talk about it anymore. It's a kind of a given. So digital India is digital technology, digital IT is at a stage where much more information and awareness is needed. About 2 years back, 3 years back, we started off with this Nexus of Forces, the SMAC stack, and that has sort of become mainstream, at least as far as mature users of IT are concerned. Definitely, there are individual implementations in each of these areas, social and mobility and analytics and cloud. And many of them have implementations that actually straddles across all of these areas. But there are a lot many more aspects as far as digital IT is concerned. I teach IT and information management at a few B schools here in Mumbai. And I am faced with a unique problem because the students that I address, when I tell them that everything in IT has changed, things have changed in IT, technology has changed, technology decision-making has changed, business priorities have changed, they're not able to get it because they don't have a background of the past. And then I need to actually tell them what the past was because they're not ready to accept. Why am I saying that, the change is so monumental in the last 3 years? What has changed? Because for them it is, they got into the industry, they got into the mainstream IT at a time when this was already happening. So for them to be able to appreciate what change am I talking about is very difficult. So which actually takes me to, to talk to them about, a bit of the evolution, the client server, the service-oriented architecture and, the ERP wave and stuff like that. But the digital wave still has got a lot of steam in it. It is unabated. Maybe we will continue to talk more about it for at least 2 to 3 years. There are many dimensions of digital IT that is coming up every few months. To set the context, we have an appropriate speaker who is going to talk about the onslaught of, two dimensions of digital IT. One is the marketing technology, the onslaught of marketing technology and how it is redefining the way companies are doing business, both the IT perspective as well as the perspective of marketing and managing consumer and customer experience. And the other thing is the oncoming wave of IoT, Internet of Things. There are a few implementations of IoT in the country, but then, it's absolute beginning stage. The real power of IoT is yet to be unleashed. Even globally, it is yet to be unleashed. And Indian companies are also having their plans. So we will get to hear from someone who has actually done implementations in these areas. And it is my pleasure to actually introduce our keynote speaker this morning, Mr. Rajesh Jain. He's the founder and managing director of Netcore Solutions. Now, Rajesh has got a lot of achievements under his belt as far as the technology world is concerned. He became famous during the dot-com era for having built up a dot-com company and sold it to Satyam Infoway for an astonishing $115 million, which was about 500 crores, which at that time, possibly, it is the equivalent of about 8,000, 10,000 crores right now. So he was the kind of the forerunner. He was the pioneer as far as internet companies, internet valuations, internet sellout is concerned in the country. One another achievement that I would like to highlight is Rajesh used to run a blog called as emergic.org. I was just telling him, I was a very, very ardent fan of his blog. I have followed his blog for the entire 10 years that he did that. And in 2011, he actually wrote a blog post. By doing that, he was the first person to publicly articulate a campaign focused on ensuring a wave that favors the BJP for the oncoming elections. He did it in June 2011, and the elections were in 2014, as we all know. And the blog post was titled as Project 275 for 2014. So he is the mastermind of everything digital that led to the victory of BJP. And currently, his company, Netcore, is involved in providing digital real-time communications and marketing solutions to enterprises. His company has won a dozen awards for its mobility campaigns for Hindustan Lever, Colgate, and many other such notable companies over the past 3 years. He is a serial entrepreneur, and he is also a political entrepreneur, as we can understand from what he did for a political party in the country. He did his BTech in electrical engineering from IIT Bombay, and he followed it up with a MS in electrical engineering from Columbia University in New York in 1989. He worked in the US with NYNEX. He was a member of the technical staff at NYNEX USA. And after that, he came back to India in 1992. And when he came back to India in 1992, India was at a cusp of revolution as far as information technology is concerned. And one of the earliest companies that he started, it is not there in the profile, Ravi Database, if I'm right. He ran a company called as Ravi Database, and I remember meeting him sometime around 93, 94. And he was talking about what the company does. And from then on, he has been serially launching various ventures in technology. So today, Rajesh is going to speak to us about the onslaught, the oncoming wave of marketing technology, how it is redefining the world of the CIO and his journey in digital transformation, as well as the other aspect of digital IT, which is Internet of Things. How is that going to change the decisions that CIOs would need to make in their careers? So my great pleasure to welcome on stage Mr. Rajesh Jain, Managing Director and Founder of Netcore Solutions. I would like to welcome you first with a bouquet.